Jay, his career didn't really take off the way it was supposed to. So, you know, Jay was resourceful.
He needed some money. He had to go out and do his thing, you know what I'm saying?
Look around you. There's a million guys in the street that was hustling.
What ended up happening is he dropped out of high school. It did not make sense to sit in a classroom when you could be making thousands of dollars a day.
Like anyone else that's on the projects, he wanted to get out. He wanted to get his family out.
He was going to do whatever was keeping food on his table. I guess at the time, rap wasn't.
Jay did give it up for a minute, but music was always a part of him. His drive was always there. Like, he always knew what he wanted to do, and he always knew that he could do it better than everybody else that was out there. No doubt.
He never stopped rapping. He always kept rapping.
Jay was looking for a stepping stone to get to what he really wanted to do, which become his own artist and to make music.
Give it to me.
Jay, like a lot of Brooklyn MCs, really looked up to Kane.
Big Daddy Kane is a legend of the whole hip-hop world. He paved the way for a lot of artists.
Kane met Jay-Z from about late 89, early 90.
Give it to me.
And there's this legendary night where he, like, destroyed Kane at this club during this freestyle battle. And that was a big deal.
Once he met him, and Kane was like real enthusiastic about working with Jay-Z, and they recorded like a demo together. And I remember Kane just playing it over and over again, saying, "Yo, dude got a hot voice."
I buck wild with style, sit out. I'm ripping and running 100 miles, I'm well endowed.
Big Daddy Kane took him under his wing.
Jay-Z was kind of like Kane's protege at one point, and so Kane asked Jay to tour with him.
Jay was hype about that. He was real proud. Like, I'm going on tour with Big Daddy. Yeah, he really loved that.
So Kane would just bring this guy on. At that time, nobody knew who he was. There was no reaction, you know, the crickets, nobody saying nothing. And then he gets on and I kick a beat. And then the crowd is just like mesmerized by his rhymes. Jay was hoping that the experience of performing with Kane would eventually land him a record deal, but people really didn't get what he was trying to do, and didn't get his rhyme flow, didn't get his style.
It's frustrating when you want to do something so bad you can't do it.
He was like, maybe I can't do this. You know, maybe I'm not good enough to do this.
So he stepped back from the game and went to the streets to get money.
Jay a hustler, you know what I'm saying? From the start, he a hustler first.
But other people around you know your talent, so they're like, yo, you can't quit.
B-High kept getting on his case. B-High was like, come on, you got the talent, man. You just can't let your talent be wasted.
I was like, yo, no one's better than you. He's like, yeah, whatever. You're making money. You can't tell a man stop doing what you're doing.
B-High and, you know, Clark Kent always telling him that he was basically wasting his time hustling.
Clark was on him all the time. Yo, you gotta rhyme, you gotta rhyme.
So one day I just got on the phone with him, and honestly, I begged and I pleaded.
Clark Kent was an influence on making him realize that it could really happen.
I guess I made him believe it, or maybe he just knew inside that he always was that good, but he just was like, all right, we'll give it a shot.
The goal was to get Jay-Z a deal.
I was trying to get him signed the old-fashioned way, make records and show everybody the records.
They had so many songs. He was always a hard worker when it came to music.
He would come to my house to do songs. The beat would come on, and he'd just sit around and listen to it 15, 20 minutes, and then he'd be like, come on, let's go. And we'd do a whole song, and I'd be dumbfounded.
You had the mouthpiece, you had the lyrics, you had the determination. How could you not want to sign that? But Jay couldn't get a deal, bottom line.
That was one of the most hurtful periods in my life, going to all of these A&R meetings with this music, with this guy who is unbelievable, and people are going, I don't get it.
All he really needed was somebody to be all over the record companies, you know, that don't take no for an answer kind of individual.
And then Clark introduced Jay to Dame.
I was like, I'm gonna get my guy Damon Dash. I'm gonna get him to manage it.
Clark told Dame, I got this kid from Brooklyn. That's the best rapper you're gonna ever hear.
Clark told me to meet him in Brooklyn. You know, Brooklyn, you thought gold teeth, felines, guns, and thievery.
Damon's from Harlem. Harlem is all about flossing, flashy.
And they looked at us as grimy Brooklyn dudes, so all we want to do is steal and rob.
Harlem's always making